Brought to you by stationhousecoffee.com and inspireddisorder.com/ting.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of Swipe Up, the show where I share some of my favorite posts from Instagram. This is the 96th episode, almost 100 episodes of this show. Let's get it started with this one from NPR showing the 1,000 moms and dads joining the protest out in Portland. I think they've also, in addition to, started with the moms, right? Then they got tear gassed and shot at by the feds. And then the dads showed up, and they brought their leaf blowers. And then veterans showed up. And then it's just, I think it keeps growing every day. Portland, one of the big protest areas. Protests still going on everywhere, but Portland, it's getting real, man. It's getting real in a lot of places. But yeah, Black Lives Matter, people, and police are terrorists. In my opinion, these quote unquote bad apples are more related to terrorists than protecting and serving. Like, they're so far from protecting and serving. Especially these federal agents that are disappearing people, these unnamed, unmarked terrorists. So stay safe, everybody. Moving on to this post, which is just, if a wave were to personify the year that was 2020, it is this giant shore break wave. I mean, you could see, like, there's no water. All the water is sucked off of the sand to feed this gigantic, thick wave, man. It's a double. It's got two lips to it. That's 2020. And then that person that's trying to dive under it, that's humanity. And that person's dead now. I don't know if they're dead, but that's a crazy wave, and it's definitely what it feels like. We're like right there. That's where we are existing. Like, it's starting to finally crest over us, and we're screwed. All right, moving on to this old man, this 80-year-old boxer who is not screwed. This dude is lighting up these pads. I don't know what you call these kind of boxing pad things. It's like 5 different pads, so you could do your straight punches, your jabs, but then also your hooks and crosses, different heights. This old dude is just lighting it up, though. Staying active is important. I've been thinking about getting a heavy bag of some sort. Maybe I should get something like this. I don't know. And he's barehanded, too. He does not give a fuck. All right, moving on to more boxing. Tyson versus Jones. Roy Jones Jr., I believe, versus Mike Tyson is going to happen. And it's a boxing match that I would not mind watching. I would not mind seeing it. I mean, it's 2 old guys, but and I don't like boxing, but I'll watch it. I'm not going to pay $100 or whatever boxing pay-per-views are. I am going to find a way to watch it for much less money, but I will definitely. I'm looking forward to it. Does it have? I don't think they've set any kind of date on this, but should be fun. I mean, Tyson's been training, so it'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Also, one of my kind of things that I've been addicted to this week is looking at e-bikes. Seems like a lot of people have been getting e-bikes. I've seen a lot of on social media people posting their new e-bikes. I'm riding around on their e-bikes. So I was like, I wanted to see what's available. And then I went down this hole because they have some that look like motorcycles. And there's this one right here from Wicked Thumb. They make e-bikes, and they're designed after motorcycles. It looks like a chopper, especially this one with the ape hangers. I would 100%. I want this bike so bad. I I'm not going to get an e-bike. I can't afford an e-bike, but if I were to get an e-bike, this would be the exact one with the ape hangers. And I've looked into the stats. It's got a powerful motor. It's got I think it's 750 watt motor, which is the more powerful of the motors. It's a hub motor too, so it's better. But yeah, just I don't know. It's just this would be my dream e-bike. If anybody out there has $3,000, you'll save a little because it doesn't cost $3,000. It's going to be less than $3,000. But if you want to buy me this e-bike, I'll trade you some art. If you want to buy some art, buy $3,000 worth of artwork or sponsor the show. Give me $3,000 to sponsor the show, and I'll buy this e-bike. Because it's crazy. Because it's like it's like a motorcycle, chopper, but then you can ride it around. You can cruise on it like a bike too. So like if the battery dies, I don't know. It just I love it. I love the look. I watch reviews on it. It's just even without the ape hangers, it's pretty sick too. But yeah, Wicked Thumb. They've got some cool ones that I wish I could afford. Now, moving on to the last piece of Instagram news here from Miso Robotics. This was an ad that I saw, but it's artificial intelligence robots that are going to be cooking food. Because businesses really don't care about people. Like, there's no incentive for a business to pay a person what they're worth, like minimum wage. Or a living wage. The businesses have no desire to do that. If they could fire every employee and start and have some sort of slave labor like a robot would be, then they would do it. They would do it because they just want to increase profits, and they don't care about you. They don't care about your family. So this is what's going to happen. There's going to be robots working in kitchens. There's going to be self-checkout, especially now with the pandemic. Things are going to change. There's going to be a lot more takeout options, a lot more. People aren't going to be dining in. Even the dine-in kind of thing is going to change, most likely. But yeah, they're not going to hire people back. We need some freaking universal basic income in this country, along with healthcare, because things are going to change. And they're not going to change in an advantageous way to the general population because the business owners don't care about you. The president doesn't care about you. Most politicians don't care about you. They want you dead, and they want your money. They want your money and then you to die. They don't care. You're a useless speck of nothingness to them. And this is what it's going to look like, which is very weird. I mean, you'll be able to get a job as a robot technician, I guess. So there'll be some jobs out there, but not very many. Not very many. So it's ending on the good news there of the robot takeover. Let's do some shout outs and get out of here. Shout out to NPR. Shout out Clark Little, Dana White, Steve Renazizi. What's the odds, Steve? Wicked Thumb, and shout out Miso Robotics. I mean, not really shout out to you because it's progress, technology, progress. You can't stop it. It's going to happen. Capitalism, whatever. Good luck to everybody out there. Shout out to you. Make sure you support our sponsor, stationhousecoffee.com, and follow Station House Coffee on Instagram and order yourself some small batch, single origin, premium coffee brewed in Thetford Center, Vermont, shipped directly to you. Help support small business and get yourself some amazing coffee. At the same time, go over to stationhousecoffee.com and order your coffee today. Also, if you're looking for new cell phone service, you're not looking to spend an arm and a leg, go over to inspireddisorder.com/ting and get yourself some new cell phone service and $25 in credit when you go through my link, inspireddisorder.com/ting. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com and follow the show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!